uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. First in the building, cooking with Sir Senior. Salute to you. Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Greek. Salute WCS, big bro, and the hottest chat and family. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the OG, Mr. Golden on deck. Salute to you. So I'm definitely on the go right now. I had to drop in and, just talk about a couple of topics right now. Of course, on the horizon, scheduled, going down, we have the August 3rd card, which is huge. But let me talk about the situation at hand with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia has not been shy about making his presence known following his victory of Devin Haney. Though controversial, he has still remained actively engaged in life. I'm talking about boxing life, putting his voice out there, being on X, being in the chat rooms. Ryan Garcia posted on social media today, offering, this is via Boxing News 24, offering Devin Haney a rematch to give him an opportunity to avenge his loss from last April. The superstar Ryan, that's what they saying, not me, is throwing a lifeline to Devin, giving him another chance to taste defeat. Now, you know how I always love, basic critiquing Boxing News 24 articles. First of all, Ryan ain't no freaking superstar. You know what I'm saying? He's made a little money here and there, but he ain't no freaking superstar. He's freaking one fight away from going to the big screen. It goes on to say Haney would be risking humiliation if he accepted Ryan's generous offer, but he has no other choice. Ryan demolished him last April, and it was so bad that it would be impossible for him to rebuild without at least trying to avenge his loss. Now, what I would say about this article is that for Devin Haney, he's been on record already as saying he didn't want to face Ryan again. And as greats in the past have done, even Lennox Lewis getting knocked out cold by Hasim Rothman. He demanded a rematch ASAP. He demanded, I'm talking about starch out cold. He demanded to get back in there, and he got the job done. Boxing ain't about no Christianity, no religion, no, just because somebody used Jesus Christ all the time or some, type of freaking theology and make you believe they're studying it and they're trying to be a saint, a modern day saint. They're trying to be a child of God. Hey, that has nothing to do with it. It does consist of politics, though. And Devin needs to understand it's always bad in boxing. But you should accept the challenge, big dog. You should. Because people want to know, people want to witness, people want to see if you can go back in there and outbox Ryan Garcia off. No controversy from him. You know what I'm saying? There was no freaking rehydration. It was no nothing. Come in at a catch weight this time. Your title's not on the line. And fight Ryan Garcia in an immediate rematch because people want to know if you can even the score and make it a rubber match. I spoke about this lives ago, how we don't have that many rematches. You know what I'm saying? We just don't have that many rematches. Like, imagine if we would have seen the rematch with Errol and Crawford. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. It would have allowed Spence fans to see how he would have looked. How would he have fared if he would have stepped back in the square with Crawford? Would he have went past 9 rounds? Deontay Wilder fought Fury after his loss in 2020. He was stopped in round 7th in that fight, but he went and he was stopped in round 11th in this fight. The first fight was the second fight was a TKO stoppage, and the trilogy was an actual knockout. But what I'm trying to tell you, he fought. Not a lot of fighters go back in for the rematch, man. They just don't want nothing else to do with the rematch. Like, why can't we have the rematch? I think this is an opportune time for Devin Haney to prove to the naysayers that he can beat Ryan Garcia. Y'all have now graced the square 7 times. And prior to that, it was leveled out 3-3. That has since been erased, but I know we're pinning the drug test. This article goes on to say Haney's dad, Bill, say they want to live in the Hamptons on Long Island, New York, where the billionaires live. Taking Ryan up on the offer for a rematch will fatten Haney's bank account to where he can afford to live in the swanky Hamptons to rub shoulders with the rich and famous. And it goes on to say, you know, Haney, 25, will be risking what's left of his career in a second fight with Haney. I'm not going to go too much in detail because they get real, you know what I'm saying? The man only has 1 defeat at this point. And they had a potential Haney rematch checklist that's saying fighting at 140 without a catch weight. 10-pound rehydration clause. Second, their weight check in the evening on fight night. On the evening of fight night? Are you stupid? Larger purse split plus pay-per-view upside. Drug testing throughout training camp. I mean, obviously, you know, me reading that off to you is just practice because I'm telling you, don't even freaking retain. I'm just going through because it's content. All right. It goes on to say Ryan's offer. Horses and sleepless nights. Devin. F it. Let's run it again. This is Ryan talking to Devin. If you feel you were cheated, we can run it again, said Ryan on X, offering Devin Haney a rematch. I only eat oysters for the training camp, and I won't sleep. He's taunting Devin Haney right now. Who would have thought a goofball like Ryan Garcia doing freaking flash videos and reaction bag drills and shit like that and body punch challenges and shit like that would now be on here being extremely braggadocious to a fighter who many considered much more talented than Ryan Garcia. Much more talented. You understand me? I think you need to take this rematch, big dog. We need this rematch, man, because look, it's you know, both sides got their fans, but for the Haneys in defense and saying he's a drug cheat and all that, okay, I get it. No resistance over here, but how long are y'all gonna say Pez? I mean, you know he's gonna make more money in the rematch. Maybe the split can be in favor of Devin Haney. It was 55-45 in favor of Ryan the first time. Let's split it and make it 55-45 in favor of Haney this time. You know what I'm saying? But for the Haney fans, you should be pushing for this rematch because deep down inside, you want to know if Haney can actually defeat Ryan Garcia. Point blank, period. If y'all want to say, oh, he did it all because of the juice, okay. You can't sit up here and say, F him, he's a cheater. You know, Sugar Shane caught Antonio Margarita cheating. Well, Nassim Richardson did. He called him cheating, trying to load his raps with plaster of Paris, and Sugar Shane still fought. Beat the brakes off of him. Warrior spirit. If you know, you know. This should be the same way. If you feel that Juice was a part of it and he won't be that strong in the rematch, bro, this fight right here has momentum and energy to it. It's people that's really tuned in. They interested. They say, hey, Devin, come on, take that, man. Take that. Run it back, man. You're going to get another big paycheck and you get to prove to the people that, you know, this dude was freaking tripping and he was juiced up to the gills and all this other shit. You can't just say, well, I'm just going to call it a day. Yeah, I fought Ryan. It was good. You know, the presser and all that. But the fight, he was a cheater. He's a cheater. Yeah, they are cheaters in boxing. Absolutely. But every time Canelo has a fight, people are not talking about when he tested dirty. Every time Oscar Valdez have a fight, people are not talking when they tested dirty. They're not just talking about people testing dirty. Jarrell Miller, when he fought in Saudi, yeah, they know he had multiple freaking pads in his system. But no one was talking about that when he stepped in the ring with Daniel Dubois. He went in there, it was a hell of a fight, and Dubois had his Rocky moment, yo. So they want Jarrell Miller. The Sheik said he wants Jarrell Miller back in there. Now he's fighting Andy Ruiz. Nobody's talking about this shit. They knew it happened. He squandered millions, but it's over. It's done with. You get a lifetime? Like, I understand if you did some freaking Panama shit and Luis Resta. I can understand it was that detrimental. But we've had fighters that test positive a lot in boxing. It's just, you know, everybody's physical anatomy is different, and what it takes for proper recovery or to treat injuries is different. Some fighters need that paycheck even if they ain't 100%. So they try to cut corners and heal up that freaking injury so they can go in there and fight. It's a what they call it? It's just a chance you take. You try to say, oh, I'm gonna test positive. I'm not gonna test positive. We're just gonna guess. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to take the open. We're gonna try our best, but I need this money. I think Devin, you should take it. WJ Luck in the building. Salute to you, man. Bruce Gaz, Boxing Jazz, and more the OG on deck, man. Great live the other day with the boxing trivia. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was hard, goddammit. It almost made me rip up my diploma. I say, nah, my high school diploma don't have shit to do with me not knowing those answers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I had to calm down. I just wanted to go to the cafeteria and get a lunch and eat by myself and chill. Because I thought I was flunking out that time. Madman on deck, salute. WCS early afternoon cook and get that grease popping. Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. No doubt. Conquest in the building. Peace. Can somebody get Stone Love ASAP? Had me crying last night. Stone Love. Can somebody get Stone Love? I'm not tying it in, man. You have to let me know what you're saying. Shout out to Bud Gun Stop Canelo in the building. What up, WCS? Devin don't want to get stopped in front of the world. And see, that's where I'm at with it, man. This is an opportune time with that many fights. Yes, you're established now. 2-division champion, former undisputed. Man, this is the fight that you need. Like, everybody needs a rival. Crawford and Spence is pretty much an enigma if you look at it. It's something that's extremely an anomaly because they didn't throw a punch and they became rivals. And the build up, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole entire backstory that was written outside the ropes. The build up, the anticipation for us to just get one fight. Well, guess what? This wasn't really a rivalry that built up outside the square. They do have a history with each other in the AMs. And then, a fighter who's currently penning the B sample, you know, he came out victorious. Devin, you know, you can say, hey, there's no way in hell this is going to happen the second time where he's not being tested. If it was the juice, it would absolutely show in his performance. But you got to take the fight, man. You have to take the fight there, Devin. Come on, man. You got to take the fight, man. We need some rematches. We need the running back. We need that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? How many times did Roman Gonzalez fight Juan Estrada, goddammit? Come on, man. How many times? We need that. Look, even Naoya Inoue fought Nonito Donaire twice. Once without Nonito having a title at bantamweight. And the second time when he held the WBC en route to becoming undisputed. They at least fought each other twice. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, with $10. Lighting up the tree. Appreciate you, man. One love to you, brothers. Always supporting the channel. 10 on deck. 10 on deck. Here we go with the hate on King Ryan. Let me eat my lunch. Bum sway. Well, no one's hating on Ryan. I've been very, very lenient, so to speak. Very innocuous. Nothing too serious. You know what I'm saying? I say he was pending. It doesn't get any more polite than pending now. You know what I'm saying? He was pending his B sample. Pending. I didn't go into detail saying, oh man, he's a cheat, man. Don't matter if the B sample come back or not, man. He lost to Devin. You know, he's cheating. No, I'm just waiting, because what I said was, I don't know if you was in here yet, that Gumbo. I said that he has been out talking his talk. He has been extremely braggadocious. He's been out in the chats. He was out on fight week for Canelo Munguia. Ryan Garcia's been out there, man, talking his shit, dog. He's been out talking his shit. I mean, I kind of respect him saying, okay, no, it's a con job, it's this, that, and the other. And then to see how his nandrolone came back cleared, and Ryan's talking his shit before that. He said, man, I ain't took none of that. I ain't took none of this. I ain't took any of it. And then the nandrolone come back clear? Come on, man. Come on, man. But gonna stop Canelo. Appreciate that, Gumbo. Salute to you, big dog, as always. But I ain't no hate. I ain't hating on Ryan. My shit with Ryan has been, you know, consistent way back. Just look at my catalog. Capion, Duck Masters Coalition. Come on now. This ain't no hate. Bud gonna stop Canelo said Haney fans don't think he can win. That's what it seems like to me. Well, it may take you to get maybe about 5 or 10 people, man, and protest outside the Haney headquarters, man, and kind of give them confidence. You know, come up there with some bright neon signs, get some tambourine or some cowbells. You know what I'm saying? Bud guns. Hey, man, do some community service, man. Get them kind of motivated and say, hey, if I can come and do this for you all, at least you can do this for me. Motivate Haney to take this rematch. That's all I can say. I'm not here to stay permanently. I'm just temporarily. I'm just a messenger. But we want to see the rematch. Okay? We're going to leave these signs here for you all. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be here. Okay? Pick them up and please encourage Devin to take this rematch. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Dang. So Gumbo up here supporting cheating. Up here supporting cheating. I be goddamn. And the older generation is supposed to be the mentors, the leaders, set an example for others to emulate. But I guess with Gumbo, he don't give a shit about that. God damn. What kind of fighter, after a defeat that he questions, wouldn't want a rematch? I don't know, Bruce. You know, from you know, when you was back there, their mentality was different. because them fighters' mentality was absolutely different. They wanted to test themselves to go back in there. Say, hey man, let me go back in there. Shit, I know it ain't gonna be the same. Let me go back in here. But to get on here talking about so and so, he's a cheater, he's a liar. Man, boxing has a lot of cheaters and liars. Look, just check the turnstiles for which boxers take up the sport. They come through here with already a history attached. They have a whole packet. It's some cats coming out of prison, man. It's some cats that been to prison. Felons. Man, boxing ain't never been this freaking sanctified sport where you just go over there and you have to take a pretest and you have to meet these prerequisites. We'll get back with you in 30 days, okay, to see if you can become a boxer. Yeah, that's for the amateurs too. We're trying to build morale, okay, and we're trying to base this off morals and principles, okay. We want you to have some type of core values. No, that's not boxing. Boxing ain't trying to sign up grown, young youth to grown men based off a prerequisite packet and a point system. 1 out of 10, we rate you a 3. So, you didn't quite pass all the multiple choice questions, so you can't box. But it's a physical sport, though. I can listen to commands. I know that. Try back in 5 years. I'll be too goddamn old. I know. We're working every day tirelessly to change the system. Just be patient. Security, can you escort this gentleman out of here, please? He's getting a little bit over aggressive. Boxing ain't up here, going to churches down here in Atlanta. Pastor, I'm here to seek out some your deacons and ushers around age 8 to 17. We want to see if they want to be boxers, future stars of the sport. And we want their mindset to be that of the Holy Spirit, the Most High, Pastor. That's not happening, y'all. That's not happening. They're not going to church. They're not going to the freaking charter schools, the private schools. They're not going and looking for boxers. No, the turnstiles of boxing, them doors are coming and swinging from all directions, goddammit. The dark side, the light side, the smart side, the dumb side. Devin's just going to have to say, yeah, Ryan had some controversy, but if he was smart, he would say, okay, I'm going to take that controversy and I'm going to even blow it up. I'm going to ride that hot air balloon because that's going to help sell the fight. Ryan won't have to do. Devin won't have to do as much because now people seen the first fight. So Devin can come in talking his shit. It's like, yeah, use the Ryan cheated. You was dirty, this, that, and the other. Ryan gonna say, I'll still beat your ass. It's just gonna be more material and content for these cats moving forward. It will make for a damn good build up. Ryan don't have to go all into his freaking characters and shit, personalities. He don't have to go up here. I went down to Bahamian shores. I seen a donkey and a T-Rex. They was engaged in some god-awful act. No, we're not doing that, man. Shout out to Honor Brown in the building. I see you on deck. Sir Senior say WCS Devin is scared. Y'all said it. Damn. Come on, Sir Senior, man. You know what they say about boxers? They say boxers ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? They say boxers ain't scared of another boxer. That's what they say. They say, hey, as much sparring as they go to training, them being, touched up by a glove and going through the experience, they ain't scared that Sir Senior. You know what I'm saying? They say they ain't scared, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Al Money on deck with the $2 lighting up the tree of life. WCS on deck. I appreciate you, brother. Always. Those who support by their mere attendance and those who support monetarily, it is much appreciated. Salute to y'all. I lost my memory for 6 months before I give Dale 2 for his trauma. So you think Dev You think Dev somewhat went through trauma based off the punishment Garcia delegated? I don't know, man. He ended the fight on his feet. You know what I'm saying? He ended the fight on his feet. I just look at it more so for Devin Haney, man. You're undisputed. You fought Kambosos twice in his backyard. It took some cojones to do that shit. Now, in your backyard, you face your first bit of adversity, which leads to a blemish on your record. This is a rematch that we need to see, man. We don't need no more hype and build up for y'all. This is the perfect time, in my opinion, Haney and Garcia. This is the perfect time for y'all. And look, I have, it's some areas of Garcia's personality that I don't agree with, but I have to say that he's still out here with all cylinders talking his shit. Yes, indeed. He's up here talking his talk. I mean, this is a guy who supposedly came back with dirty samples, and he's up here acting like, man, I'm still a man. I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna call out Errol Spence. Hey, Haney, man, come on now. You want to rematch? Let's run it back. Let's make this money. Let's make this shmoney. Come on, Haney. You gotta do the rematch, bro. Who else are you gonna get big fights with right now? It's definitely not gonna be Subriel. And T.O. doesn't seem like he wanna, he's looking stepping there with you anytime soon. And I'm not saying you don't want to fight, but just because Isaac Cruz went in there with Tank Davis, and you and him have a common opponent, he's no Ryan Garcia when it comes to the ticket sales. Let's be honest. I like Isaac Cruz. He's a freaking aggressive fighter. I like his style. Very entertaining, but predictable. But the one thing about Ryan Garcia, his style and predictability, he did something that Isaac Cruz haven't been able to do, pretty much. I ain't talking about no Rolly Romero either, because Rolly, we already know he was gonna face that goddamn reality check. But we're talking about he went in there with a fighter who is a 2-division champion, and he was able to earn 3 knockdowns. So we want to see it, bro. We want to see that. We want to see that, shawty. We want to see that. Shout out to Pauline in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up. MKB on deck. The hot grease always cooking. Appreciate you that, Ron. Salute to you, bro. No doubt. .402 is in the building. WCS just in and out. Love, bro. Keep bringing that hot grease. Appreciate you, man. No doubt. It's Saturday. Salute to the ones who support. .402 on deck. You already know what it is. I'm just trying to encourage. Because, Sir Senior does not have confidence. He said Devin is scared. I'm trying to keep it neutral. Okay? I'm just trying to keep it neutral. I'm not trying to lean heavy on one side. I'm just trying to say, hey, this is the perfect time for these two to clash in a rematch. Why? Because there's controversy. 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 I mean, it's controversy, man. It's what we look for in a rematch and a fight, man. That's what we look forward to. Real talk. This is it now. Let's get it. Kambosos is going to have to give Loma a good fight tonight. Man, you know who I'm going for in that. You know who I'm going for. I'm going for Lomachenko, man. The Mr. Overrated. Yeah, I said it. Only thing he had to do is go for the IBF title at 35, and he would have been undisputed. But nah, he wanted to goddamn become elevated franchise chip and goddamn fight Tia. Man, come on, man. All he had to do is fight for the IBF, and that would have been that. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was fight Richard Comey. Wasn't Richard Comey the IBF world champion? Why did you give up The WBC, they couldn't make that one last fight for you, homie. 2-time gold standard Olympian. And you get elevate the franchise and fight T.O. and lose it all. I don't care what you say to me. I don't care what you say to me. You fucked up. Isaac Cruz, America's favorite hood champ. He's missing a certain characteristic to be famous. You know, I say Isaac Cruz predictability with him always loading up and loading up and loading up and loading up all the time. You know what I'm saying? He fought a pretty good fight against Rolando Romero with the pressure, and Rolly didn't want to keep his feet in that freaking fire. I get it, you know, and you know, he exposed Rolly for his, you know, gaps in his skill set. That's all. Rolly was fighting like a robot with that counter shot, man. He wasn't even trying to punch through Isak. He was trying to just punch at him and then be able to get away. You know, we weren't playing tag, Rolly. We weren't playing tag. Shout out to boxing fans from Liverpool, UK. You know what I'm saying? Across the pond in the building. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all over there, man. The boxing fans over there in the UK. Salute. Sir Foul Player of Brooklyn in the building. I see you on deck, man. What it do? Devin Scared, come on, dog. He better be chopping trees, though. And Bill needs to get serious and stay off the internet. Man, come on, man. Y'all up here coming up with all these suggestions. I told you what y'all should do. Y'all should get together and get some green neon, yellow, red neon markers and make some signs and go over there and, you know, just wait till the sun's about to set and goddamn wave those freaking mobile phones side to side. You know what I'm saying? Do a peaceful serenade outside the window of the Haneys. You know what I'm saying? So they can take this rematch. We need to see this. We need some drama in boxing. You know, August is too far away. We already know we got that on the horizon. The volcano is bubbling up on the inside. You know what I'm saying? BMO Stadium on the West Coast, man. The rumblings are already there. Before that fight, though, we need to kind of handle this media shit. You know what I'm saying? To try to keep it going. Turk Al-Sheikh, he's doing a lot now. You know, we got Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomb on deck. He about to go in there with Zhang now. But this fight right here, it would be good if we able to see a rematch this year. Because that's what a lot of people was talking about leading up to Canelo and Munguia fight. They was talking about what? They was talking about Haney Garcia, the controversy. They was talking about the performance. They was talking about how Ryan Garcia has now level changed. How he freaking sunned Haney in the ring. Haney, I'm not free, dogging you out or anything. I'm just saying this would be the opportune time to prove the people wrong that you're not feeling no type of way about facing your first defeat. You got to come get this get back, bro. You know what I'm saying? They was up there saying you paid to have a freaking loss reversed and all that. So let's just say, for instance, Haney, this ain't your first time losing. Because you lost in the amateurs. Real talk. But this would be a great fight right now, man. Because of how the build up, the suspense was for this fight, how it all played out in the end, man, we got to see it again. That's all I'm saying. Don't let Ryan Garcia sit up here and run you out of town talking all that shit. Ryan been talking so much crazy shit about you, bro. Man, you got to come back and get that ink dry, bro. Real talk. If Kambosos gets beat bad, us Haney fans gonna have headaches. Well, you're saying you're gonna have headaches? You don't have one from the last fight with Garcia? I mean, what were you wearing that night? A helmet? Because a lot of other Haney fans had headaches. I saw him at Walgreens. Yes, can I get the 850 milligram of Motrin? And can you throw me 3 boxes of time-release Tylenol, too? You have the Tylenol with codeine. Do you have the codeine by itself, though? Okay, I'll take, let me see, 1, 2. I'll take about 16 packs of that. Just give me the codeine by itself and 3 packs of Tylenol. Hey, MKB, they was trying to forget about it, dog. They was trying to forget about it. I know damn well you ain't talking about damn headaches. The Haney fan getting they already got headaches. The fact that Ryan Garcia put on that show, that facade, and then he went in there and got the job done. Big Rolo, bless his box of crayons. Man, you ain't lying, man. Shout out to Crayola, man. Y'all need to get y'all goddamn Crayola skills together and make up some signs and go convince Devin we want to see this fight again. We need for goddamn Bruce to be able to put this shit on his trivia show. And what fighter of recent years lost in controversy but was able to go back and get a win to basically force a third fight, which we call a trilogy? Was it A? You know what I'm saying? We need to put Devin on the trilogy, man, on the goddamn quiz. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need, bro. Yes, indeed, a rematch. Let's get it popping. We trying, man. We trying. We can only put our voices out here, bro. You know, let our voices be heard. You know what I'm saying? MKB, you be over there at TBV, man. Make a couple phone calls in. You know, let Ness know, hey, you know, they ain't Danny team Haney right now. You know, go in there and have a conversation with Danny, man. Say, hey, Danny, we've built up a little small squad, small community of boxing fans, and they've put their Corolla artistry to work. And we just want to know the next time you're going to be next to the mansion so we can follow you out there and basically protest for his return outside. It's going to be a peaceful protest. That's all you got to do, MKB. That's the plan, dog. I get Devin Haney slack because he wasn't hydrated like Ryan was. Oh, my God. Now, you know, come on, MKB. Leave the instruments in the case, dog. You bringing up the goddamn violin. The strings already been popped with the excuses. We already know Ryan popped, dog. But we're going to talk about the weight. How can you talk about the weight when they was just bragging on how big he was when Regis progressed, dog? We can't talk about the weight when you agreed to take the 3.2 over. We can't talk about that no more there, MKB. We can't do it, man. We can't do that. It'll definitely do $1 million this time. I think it'll go up there. I mean, the word has it, you know, shout to Rick Glaser, the real Rick Glaser. He put it out there that Canelo Munguia did 550,000. You know what I'm saying? That tells me right there that he needs a dance partner. I always said that about Canelo, man. He's asking all this money. He asking $200 million for Benavidez, and you can't break open into the Floyd, you know, the Floyd echelon of pay-per-views. You doing 500? Come on, man. Come on. Isn't that just what Haney and Garcia did, supposedly? Come on, man. Come on. He probably lost his confidence after the loss in the media saga drama. Don't know what he had on his feet that night. Looked like a pair of Ugg slippers. See, as much as I'm trying to keep the peace, that's why I'm speaking, you know, youthfulness. Back when I was youth, when we had to do a little bit of freaking painting and drawing and shit. But y'all just trying to turn it into freaking, you know, alternative schools where most of the bad kids went. I'm trying to keep it peaceful, goddammit. But I have to say those some of the most ugliest boxing shoes I ever seen on TV. It seemed like you can't even dance in the motherfuckers without twisting your ankle. There's no way. What in the heck? Look, I'm already mad that Jermaine Dupri wore some motherfucking Gerber baby food socks, you know what I'm saying, on stage during the halftime show at the Super Bowl. I'm like, come on, JD. When you made the song Welcome to Atlanta, man, now they're going to look at you like, oh, welcome to Atlanta, huh? Snap, snap. JD, we see you, JD. Come on, man. Some of the most ugliest boxing shoes I ever seen. I even said it. How are your ankles supposed to be supported in that shit? It's no way, man. It's no way. I think he twisted his ankle when he was getting up from the first knockdown. Real talk. Seriously. I think his ankle was sweating. You know what I'm saying? I look at it this way. At least we know his ankles was warmed up. At least we know that when he was goddamn doing the mitts, his ankles was the first thing that was sweating. That's with no socks. That's with no socks. Real talk. That's with no socks, dog. Some of those ugliest goddamn boxing shoes that's ever graced the swear. I had Martin. I'm going to need Perks messing around with Loma blast Kambosos out like nothing. I can't say Lomachenko is going to blast Kambosos out, but I am hoping he win. I just think Loma is a better fighter than Kambosos. You know, the way he got beat up twice by Haney. Death by 5,632 jabs in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of Kambosos. And I have had the opportunity to speak to, I don't have nothing with Lomachenko. I just always thought, Lomo, that you was a bit overrated to me. And then, you know, it's a bit of a respect that I have for you that was lost because you was fighting the World Boxing Series. I always mention this. You was fighting professionally and you didn't want those going on your recorded ledger. Not until you chose to come into the professional ranks with a box rec and you tried to become a world champion in your second recorded professional fight when you have already fought like 7 or 8 professional fights already. I felt that how much freaking season, how much experience do you need? You was a 2-time Olympian fighting boys. And then you come over here and talk about, yeah, I want to be the first to ever do it. Orlando Salido said, no sé, amigo. You don't have my name on that. You must not know. I use my head. I use the 9th limb. I use my head. I use everything. If you have testicles, my glove's going to find those testicles. What's a warning? I get a warning from the ref, but I guarantee you, you're going to move different, my friend. Orlando Salido wasn't hearing that shit. You want to come over here and make history off my name, knowing you already fought professional fights already? No. Rolo got sponsored by New Chewable Crayola felt tip pens. Not the felt tip, man. That's what I'm talking about. Creativity, man. I like that. Felt tip. That just says for a man, that's just soft. You got sponsored by Felt Tip. Oh, shit, man. Felt Tip. God damn. You know, I love some creative wordplay, man. Felt tip Crayolas, man. That is just soft. Super, super soft. Damn. Now, y'all are not being, you know, what I consider professional, you know, listeners today. I'm just not saying it. Felt tip Crayolas? Come on, man. Anyone saw the Vlad interview with Bill suited, looking like a father of the bride? Well, I was talking to my colleague the other day and I said, imagine that. Bill Haney's on Vlad. And his suit looks like a 1960s pimp. You know what I'm saying? Black, big lapel, oversized lapel with pinstripe. I just wasn't feeling the suit, but I guess he was trying to look like the Oakland player or whatever. I ain't mad at the man and how he's dressed and what money he got. I'm not. I'm just saying it just seems like that's what he was trying to portray. But to answer your question, I did not look at the interview. Other people was telling me about it in the DMs and shit like that, but I have not seen not a second of that interview. See, what I was waiting on, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not being petty. I'm being honest, man. Just like a felt tip Crayola. You know what I'm saying? If you have any drama in life and you put out a felt tip Crayola, shit should automatically just de-escalate. Hey, man, I'm just offering you this as a gift, right? You don't see them often, but it's a felt tip. All right? When you write on the paper, you better hurry up and move that motherfucker, else it's going to bleed all through your shit. but I'm offering as a gift. I come bearing gifts, okay? But I didn't hear anybody talk about, you know, the acronym. I wanted Bill to put them on prime time. I was looking for the prime time shout out. You know, I wanted to hear if it was truly, truly real. Have anybody heard it yet? Did he mention them? I'm just saying, real talk. It's no shot at them, man. I mean, you want to talk about prime time and somebody really, really supporting and fucking with you. Did he mention the LDBC? Can anybody vouch? Did he mention them on prime time? Because, hey, if it's like that, he would have said, Vlad, hey, before we end this, man, I just want to give a shout, you know, to some guys who I really rock solid with. And Vlad would have said, oh, yeah, I saw that guy in Danny from the boxing voice. You talking about that? No, man. You funny as hell, boy. You funny. No, I'm talking about the LDBC. Serious, straight up. I haven't looked at it because I haven't listened to it because I wanted to hear if he put them out there on mainstream. That's support, love. That's showing that loyalty, man. That's showing a bond like no other. Vlad is official. That's the only way that you level change. And nobody's dropped that shit in my DM. I say, hey, can you give me the clip? I would have congratulated him. I would have said, damn, that's level changing right there. But anyway, moving on. Don't want to spend too much time on that. They were like slipper socks with little grips on the soles. How are they actually of use to dance around the ring? They took Uggs to a whole new meaning. They didn't look sports footwear. It didn't. It was a fashion. I mean, if they were sponsoring him, it was all wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was all wrong, bro. Them wasn't it, man. Them shoes right there wasn't it. And then not to mention the only color they could have went with is gray. They couldn't have wore white, red, blue, yellow. No, gray was that neutral color that blended in with the canvas. And the freaking crowd noise that was in them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. Some of the most ugliest shoes I ever seen. I actually like Devin, and he's just not made like his father. He not screaming to Andrew Tate and on the gram calling out Spence and AJ. Well, I look at it this way, man. He's a man, and he's his own man. He has his own personality. His dad basically went through the experience the way he did it. And he wanted Devin to go through a different experience. I say this as a black man. Don't devalue a black man's child just because he didn't grow up in the same, environment where his dad was going through adversity, and he fought through that for his own reasons. And so his son should go through the same trials and tribs. No, I don't believe that at all. I think what he did for Devin, where they at now, it is what it is, man. If Devin is a silver spoon type of kid, ain't that wrong with that shit? Because plenty of people that I grew up with that wanted to stay in the environment, never left the environment, and the environment consumed them. That's all I'm saying. Only need a flower on it. I haven't come up in the small clips on the homepage. Not a permanent market pen for graffiti. I don't know, that felt tip, dog. I don't think I heard felt tip in a minute. For real. I saw Bill almost say LDBC name on the mainstream show. Okay, he really is brainwashed about them dudes, but I like Devin Haney because I never seen him duck. Why won't he though? What is the purpose? Conquest say birds of a feather. Yeah, you know. Live, laugh, love the hood, is stress or be happy and make memories. Man, come on now. But look, what is the hesitation, man? You know what I'm saying? What is the hesitation? The hesitation shouldn't be there at all. It should be transparent, and that would have lifted it up. They could have cut that clip out and put it in the intro and said, yeah, he really fucking with us, man. Look, we on mainstream. Look, I haven't heard TMZ. I didn't hear it on Vlad. I haven't heard on any mainstream show platform. Why? Why, man? I mean, come on. It's bigger than YouTube, right? That's all I'm saying about that. It's bigger than YouTube. It's bigger. I want to talk about the Crawford all-time great. I really have put a thumbnail up here about the pound for pound best, man. And I spent a lot of time talking about a guy who would never be an all-time great, and that is Ryan Garcia. Terrence Bud Crawford is scheduled to fight in August, and it's a big deal. Why? Because he pretty much shut down not all the haters, but a huge collective group of haters that was running smear campaigns on his name. And he's pretty much shut that down through certain tweets here and there on the X, and also his performance in the ring by going in there July 29, 2023, and almost catching a BODY. You understands me? He almost caught one, y'all. It took me back to the boys in the hood saying, hey, y'all want to see a dead body? No, he didn't have to ask that because we was all looking at it play out on the big screen. So with that fight being in the books, and unfortunately we wasn't able to get a rematch. We wasn't able to get the rematch because, you know, for whatever reasons, man, so-and-so had to have this and that and the other done. This is where we at right now. This man has moved up because they said they wanted to see Spence fight at 154. But Spence didn't want to fight Crawford at 154. But Crawford is fighting at 154. And he's fighting a current reigning defending WBA champion. And he has the opportunity to fight for the WBO interim, okay? The highlight of all highlights of this 2024, because it started off very, very shaky. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about having a breathing apparatus. This boxing year started off real shaky because there was a lot of pro PBC channels looking for a fight schedule that never came out. It's almost like waiting on your medication or waiting on your freaking inhaler. And you say, inhaler, please. And they keep on. Oh, it's going to be here in a minute. I mean, matter of fact, it's going to be here in 5 minutes. Oh, I just got word. Hey, hang in there. It's going to be here in 15 and a half minutes, okay? We're going to get your inhaler. Just hang in there. Hang in there. Take nice deep breaths. Calm down. Okay. That's what boxing was in 2024. They was busy up here blaming Crawford because they say he was on extended victory lap. But if you finally fought someone who was supposed to be your nemesis, someone said he was going to break you like Kunta, when you go in there and not only thrash him, but thrash those who's in attendance, thrash the naysayers, thrash the aerosexuals, thrash the entire boxing community that doubted you, that you ain't fought nobody on your resume, wouldn't you go about it that manner? Yes, you would. You absolutely go about it in that manner, the most vicious manner possible. And though I've said I am mad at Crawford for going in there and doing it so easily, I understand why he got it done so viciously. I understand. See, I remember listening to that, how they were saying that Errol Spence won round one. And then as the fight started to carry over round for round, because it's 3 minutes in between rounds. 3 minutes per round and a minute in between, right? People started paying attention to the minute that was in between rounds, because that's where Errol Spence began to show his fans a little bit of concern. You feel me? People started to get concerned about that shit. Once the fight was over, they say Terrence Crawford carried him to the knife. Let's just say it's not the same carry-on luggage that Canelo's been doing his last 3 fights. But when it came to Crawford, the real one's going to say he didn't carry Errol Spence. He just allowed him to be in his presence long enough to punish him for extra rounds. You know what I'm saying? He just, man, come on, man. When somebody say they're going to break you like Conta, you want to keep them around for a little bit so they can kind of start to, really taste their blood. So they can look up at the big screen and say, damn, it's another fighter in here that's fighting in the ring too? Because they don't look like me. And then Diddy James say, hey, that's you up there, dog. That's you. You looking at yourself right now, dog. He fucking you up, dog. He fucking you up. He went in there and beat down Spence so bad that those haters that was on the YTC, they tried to come up here in the aftermath and talk about, oh man, he's this, he's that, and all this other shit. He's on drugs, he's weight drained and all that. No, it didn't work. You're stupid. You was a group of idiots getting personal with a fighter, and you was saying he ain't fought nobody, and you don't see how he's gonna get past Errol Spence's strengths. The jab was just impenetrable. You know what I'm saying? There's no way he was gonna penetrate the jab. You know what I'm saying? There's no way his defense will hold up. Errol was just too big, too much of a boogeyman, and Terrence Crawford just shut the shit down. I mean, brutally shut it down. They came in there with, it ain't fixed. I mean, it ain't broke, so we ain't try to fix it. Because looking at Terrence Crawford fights, we didn't see a fight on his resume that concerned us. Because their mentality, y'all, was that Errol Spence can beat everybody on Crawford's resume. You heard the violin. They said he could beat everybody on Terrence Crawford's resume, so we don't need to change anything. Only thing we're going to do is change uniforms. You know what I'm saying? We're going to change uniforms, and we're going to go in there that night, and we're going to get it done. We the big fish, and we're going to go with that. But when you walked out with M, you won the coin toss, first of all. How the fuck he got that in concessions? I don't know, but I ain't complaining. And then he walked out second. Okay. Shit. The drums were beating, goddammit. And then the bell rang. The bell rang, y'all. The first round was glorious. I commend Terrence Crawford for not really commencing the ass whooping in the first round, because that allowed the aerosexuals to get a sense of confidence that they didn't believe themselves to have. They said, oh my God, he won one round. Hey, Spence up 1-0, y'all. God, I put money on, oh man, I'm feeling good. They was beating their chest. Ah, yeah. Woo, I feel good. He up 1-0, y'all. God damn, they got 11 more to go. Man, Crawford ain't gonna be able to handle this 11 rounds. Not the way that first round looked. Man, that was straight. Like I like that. I like that. And then when he knocked him down with a jab, it's just things start to get very, very ill, feverish. You know what I'm saying? I like to call it feverish. You know, people start touching their head. You know what I'm saying? The hand over eye type of freaking mannerisms and behavior. The hand over mouth syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Those people who just came back from ordering a glizzy with a medium popcorn with a soda. They commenced to putting the food in their lap. And they was like, what's going on? It's only the second round. What is this about? No, something's not right. No, somebody's cheating. Weight drain. You say you got Harvey Doc's number, right? Hey, when the second round ends, somebody text him and tell him to pay attention to the weight. Is there any way they can weigh freaking Spence? Something ain't right. He knocked him down with a jab. With a jab, y'all. He knocked that man down with a jab. And then when you start flipping through the pages of July 29th, 2023, and you start goddamn reading what actually went down, you don't need an index to go to that bookmark. It's damn near every round is bookmarked in people's psychological catalog, y'all. He beat that ass. And I still remember Diddy James when they said, hey, he's on this amount of knockout streak, 10 knockout streak. And Derek automatically emoted on the man. And he was mad. He was like, he ain't fought nobody. So I said to myself, they convinced me that they don't give a fuck. They convinced me that no matter what Crawford, who he's beat on his resume, it wasn't enough to convince Diddy James that he was in there with somebody serious enough that he needed a plan B or C. And also what they didn't respect was Bomac. They didn't respect Red Spike. They didn't respect Esau. They didn't respect the entire BNB team that prepared. They didn't. He was more so wrapped up in insults instead of the art of war. See, the art of war fed them a different type of freaking reality that they never tasted in their career. I mean, when you force feed shit down somebody's throat on the job, it may become a choking hazard. And you know what? That's what the fuck happened last year. Turn the jab into a hook. He was forcing that shit down Errol Spence's throat. Yes, Diddy. He was forcing that shit. Diddy James. You know what I'm saying? He was forcing that jab down Errol's throat. He turned into a hook. He was force feeding it. And all I'm saying is, it's 79 more days before the 1 year anniversary. I just want to remind people that I'm happy that I was alive to witness this. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never seen one fighter. I know Deontay Wilder took a lot of hate, but I've never seen one fighter beat up the fighter that's unified champion, right? That he's currently contending with at 147. He also was beating the shit out of Mel Charlo on the sidelines with his girl. A team owner, Jerry Jones, he was there to witness it, who was on Team Spence. Okay. All the Spence fans who came there, who basically wore 2 layers of shirt. They had the smoking bud pack beneath their shirt, and they was gonna take a group picture. And then after this, they was ripping that shit off like they was motherfucking Hulk Hogan. Get off me, god damn it! They was all set to take a group picture, y'all, with their smoking bud pack shirts on. But after the aftermath and all that shit, I do have this to say about Errol. I say I commend you for showing up to the post fight. Much respect. It's genuine. I know I've criticized you a lot. And this is genuine man-to-man shit, bro. You ain't no bitch. You got off the cameras. You did what you had to do. You stood there like a man and hugged Crawford in the post-fight conference. I have to salute it. I have to respect it. But what I also have to do is absolute reflect to everyone who was up here. And I don't need to go through my audio again, but not right now anyway. But the closer you get to the 1 year anniversary, I'm definitely going through my audio again. But those who up here was saying how stupid Crawford was, you know, how he hasn't fought nobody, who, you know what I'm saying, they kept on bringing up Gamboa when Gamboa was chilling on the fucking beach. You know what I'm saying? They kept on saying, oh man, he's chinning up based off Gamboa now, based off Green Machine. All this goddamn cloud cover that they provided in criticism of Crawford, and he beat the shit out of an entire community of boxing fans, y'all. That's never been done before. He thrashed the worst boxing group, boxing fans ever. The ones that was up here making about racism, talking about slavery, he beat the shit out of them. They felt the effects. all along when they was getting played to go from one shirt to the Smoking Bud pack just to see Errol Spence get smoked. Don't blame me for shit I'm saying. I'm just passing a message. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to IOTBA Boxing in the building. WCS salute. Salute to the panel. Respect. Salute to you, man. Damn good interview with B-Hop, man. Shout out to the Spit Bucket Podcast. God damn. Good information that was passed out that motherfucker. For real. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the GOAT in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn good interview with B-Hop. I know you was like, when every time you want to make a point, B-Hop say, hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. I was like, goddamn, B-Hop. It's an interview, goddamn it. Man, come on, man. Don't let me glove up on you now. B-Hop say, hold on. Let me finish. Shout out to the legend B-Hop for even being on the panel, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know, good shit, man. Real talk. Damn good interview. Y'all need to check that out, man. B-Hop came back to the Spit Bucket Podcast a second time. I believe that's his second time. So definitely check that out. He was covering some good shit, man. Crawford about to catch another exotic fish from Ismail Madramal. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Crawford's been known to fish. You feel me? He's been known to be a fisherman. I mean, come on, let's think about this. It would have been okay with just one boat. He had to bring two boats. He had to bring two boats down the boulevard. I mean, come on, dude. It didn't take you two boats to catch the little gecko / freaking koi fish. The dude had colors, bright colors to him, but he turned out to be a koi fish. You know what happened when you put koi fish outside of a contained area and put them into a freaking open river? The motherfuckers get huge. That's all the big fish was. It was a koi fish that had been relocated from somebody's freaking backyard into the motherfucking river. And that shit grew to a astronomical size. That's all that was. 918 on deck. I see you. Dan Tan on deck. Salute. But man, I gotta bounce. I'll be back on here a little later. And you know, you got the fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta bounce, y'all. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-Side official. No negotiation needed, period. Peace. I'm out.